Rockford, Franklin, LaGrange.
The House of Light brings clarity to your soul, offering a safe space for healing through our compassionate practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
When you hear music, do the lyrics speak to you on a deeper level? I'm Bruce Thornton. Join me and Donna Wood every Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key for our show Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden messages that we hope will leave you feeling inspired and enlightened. We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Let's share some wisdom together.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Good morning. Welcome to WQEE 99.1. I'm Donna.
And I am Bruce.
And this is
Lyrical Wisdom.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Donna. How are you?
Oh, I am so beautiful this morning.
Yes, this is
true. It's a great day, even though it's very overcast.
Very overcast out there, but what a
But it's
beautiful
cool and breezy and beautiful.
Yeah, with a little bit of rain, but just perfect.
Yeah.
And I love the way the clouds kind of light up the sky out there.
Yeah, I do too.
It's got a nice shine to it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this song. This is a request. Right?
Yes, it is a request. Anna Marie in Newnan, Georgia. Thank you so much for sending in your request.
Yes.
This morning we're going to do your song, Fearless by Taylor Swift.
And we are very excited about this song. This is obviously a very popular artist.
Oh, yeah.
We are very, very excited to go through this song and very grateful for those of you that have sent in your requests and asked us to talk about them here on the show. Thank you very much.
And you can send in your requests to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. They can also be sent in to 99classicrock@gmail.com. Here at the station, 99classicrock@gmail.com. All right.
Bruce, it's your turn.
It's my turn to read. Without further ado, we are going to go through Fearless by Taylor Swift. There's something about the way the street looks when it's just rained. There's a glow off the pavement. You walk me to the car, and you know I want to ask you to dance right there in the middle of the parking lot. We're driving down the road. I wonder if you know I'm trying so hard not to get caught up now, but you are just so cool. Run your hands through your hair, absent-mindedly making me want you. And I don't know how it gets better than this. You take my hand and drag me head first. Fearless. And I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress. Fearless. So baby, drive slow till we run out of road in this one-horse town. I want to stay right here in this passenger seat. You put your eyes on me. In this moment, now capture it. Remember it. And I don't know how it gets better than this. You take my hand and drag me head first. Fearless. And I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress. Fearless. Well, you stood there with me in the doorway. My hands shake. I'm not usually this way, but you pull me in and I'm a little more brave. It's the first kiss. It's flawless. Really something. It's fearless. And I don't know how it gets better than this. You take my hand and drag me head first. Fearless. And I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress. Fearless.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anna Marie.
Yeah.
You know what I think the really cool thing is? I think this is like another version of last week.
Yes. Yes, and last week we did a song by Tina Turner, and it was her song, What's Love Got to Do With It?
Right.
And I agree, there's some elements that are almost like they've graduated and formed themselves into this song. Now, I'm not trying to make any statement saying that Taylor Swift wrote this song after listening to Tina Turner's song. I wouldn't know. I agree with you. It's like it's morphed, it's evolved, and I agree.
Right,
I couldn't agree anymore.
Because last week we did discuss an element of fear.
Yes.
And this song is all about being fearless.
Absolutely. And surrendering, if you will. Allowing oneself to let go and allow that moment to happen fearlessly.
Yeah.
To borrow the phrase or the word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is.
That's so cool. So there's something about the way the street looks when it's just rained. There's a glow off the pavement.
You mentioned this earlier before we came into the studio. Donna said we're going to get a chance to see that today because we can have some rain.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's true. It is. It's when we say that this is kind of like the graduated, or when I say that it's like the evolved version. The Tina Turner song had some elements of it that were very, as we were thinking a little bit earlier today, very logical, very
linear,
kind of intellectual. Mm-hmm. Yeah, an intellectual way of looking at love as an emotion.
Mm-hmm. A second-hand emotion.
Second-hand emotion, exactly, yes. And in this song, all of these things are visualizations of examples of being with someone. There's something about
and
the way.
And what happens.
Exactly what happens in that moment, yes.
Right,
and
right.
I love that because it is describing the present.
Everything sparkles.
Yeah, just like the pavement does.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it right after it's rained, there's a glow off the pavement. And you walk me to the car, and you know I want to ask you to dance right there in the middle of the parking lot. There's a joy in the feeling of that moment. It is an excitement. It is electric.
Right,
and it is,
right. And it causes the street to glow.
It is making everything twinkle and glow. Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives that, I want to ask you to dance right now.
Yes.
It does really open up that aspect of being fearless, of not caring what anybody else thinks or says, but being you in that moment.
Exactly, yeah.
It's accepting how you're feeling of, I am feeling something.
Yes.
I feel an excitement in me. I feel it with you.
Yes.
And I want to dance right now.
Yes, because I can barely contain this awesome feeling inside.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily naming it.
Exactly.
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
I love that not once is the word love in this song.
Not once.
And falling in love is this process of becoming fearless and surrendering.
Every single example.
Even though this song is all about a girl and a boy falling in love, we can take this song and look at it with deep wisdom about falling in love with yourself, falling in love with life, falling in love with just being in the moment.
Yes, especially, yes.
Yeah, because this is what happens.
Exactly, and that's what I love about this. It's these moments that happen, and being in that moment, being able to just feel that moment, feel the absolute awesome emotion that you're feeling in that moment, feeling the feelings that you're feeling right at that time, because then that becomes this beautiful song of love that doesn't even have that word expressed in it.
True.
It's so, and that's so beautiful because
it's about surrendering.
Yes.
Yeah, and being fearless.
And being able to just let go.
Yeah. And it's quite fascinating. Something just popped in my head. Bruce Lipton wrote a beautiful book and has a beautiful program about the honeymoon effect.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yes, because this is what happens when we first go into that surrender and just let go. We put everything aside.
Yep.
And then once we get comfortable again, then we start putting in conditions and we make our love conditional.
Yeah.
And that is where we lose that honeymoon effect.
Yeah.
And if we can learn to live this moment over and over and over every day,
Yes.
That's what Bruce Lipton talks about, how you can have that honeymoon effect in your life 24/7.
Every breath you take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another song.
I know, I love it. And that's what I just realized with this next line. It says, we're driving down the road. I wonder if you know I'm trying so hard not to get caught up now. Exactly what you just said. But you are just so cool. Run your hands through your hair, absent-mindedly making me want you. Like, that's exactly what you just said. Like, all these feelings of, and in a way, it's almost as if you lose yourself. The person loses the identity of themselves, not kind of knowing who they are anymore, because they get so lost in that honeymoon effect, they can kind of forget who they are.
That's true. And what they forget is all of those conditions and all of those belief structures that they have put inside as barriers, as protection, as walls that, others have to climb around and climb over and break down in order to get to that one place in that heart where in this song she just opened it up.
She just opened
the door.
She took away the comfortably numb.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Songs that we've done before.
Right, but that's awesome. Yes. Yeah.
And then, but I love that because I feel like that it just keeps driving us right to use the word from the song, what we were just talking about, how it's that honeymoon effect that you were just talking about is right there, and that with the trying so hard not to get caught up now, and you're so cool and absent-mindedly making me want you. It's all like,
I wonder how many boy-girls, girl-girl, boy-boy couples there are out there that this happens to them.
Yes.
Even after 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years of marriage.
Yes.
Can you drive down the road and just look at your partner and think they're so cool as they run their hands through their hair absent-mindedly, making you want them?
Yeah.
How often does that really happen?
Yeah. No,
it should happen on a daily basis.
Of course,
That's what being fearless, surrender, and love truly is.
It is. I couldn't agree with you more. Oh my gosh, yes. And I don't know how it gets better than this. You take my hand and drag me head first, fearless. And I know why. They say, and I don't know why in the next line, but I know what I think drag me head first is, I remember getting into a lake or into a pool, and whenever I would get into the water, even in the ocean, I needed to get my hair wet in order for me to be able to deal with the temperature of the water. Once I got my head underwater and my hair wet, then I was able to say, okay, I can deal with this cold or whatever temperature the water is. And in a way, I feel like that's the diving in head first, instead of like nudging your toe there to the surface and just kind of feeling what it is and being so careful of it. It's like, nope. Diving in.
What I find really fascinating about this line, because I'm coming from a different lens, I was a swim instructor and a lifeguard, and all I taught was never, ever dive into water head first before you've jumped in and tested it.
Of course.
Because in lakes and things like that, you can't see the bottom.
No,
you don't know how deep it is, and if you go to the edge of a dock and just dive,
you could really hurt yourself.
Yes, and therefore the fact that she allows him to drag her in head first,
Complete surrender.
for me,
Yeah.
is fearless.
Yes, yes.
It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
because I've got that little belief structure, that understanding of going in head first can be highly dangerous.
Well, and it is. It is. That isn't a joke. And but at the same time, you know, I understand what you mean, because that's, you know, that's funny that you mentioned that, because for me, when I would get into these pools of water, whether it was a pool, a lake, or the ocean, it would be walking in, trying to get myself acclimated to the water in a safer way. I can't say that I dove headfirst into very many things, because only in swimming instruction classes where I was taught how to swim, and I was actually taught how to dive in that way, mostly leading with my hands in a technically educated way. But not, you know, but I know that this is a complete surrender, complete giving to, you know, the moment, and appreciating and living and being in that moment 100 million%. You know?
I think everybody, even those that really, you know, didn't swim much or never took a swim lesson, never learned that you never dive into water that you can't see the bottom in head first.
Right.
I think there's still this stigma attached to that. So this line is so beautiful in allowing us to see and feel and experience the fear that is behind being drugged somewhere head first.
Yeah.
Even if it is in love.
Right. Yeah. And
To you know, go with someone.
where you don't
Okay,
know.
I'm going to fall in love. I'm going in all in.
And that's exactly what they just said. You just nailed it with, and I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress, fearless. Like, I'll like go to the effort of making myself looking as to, you know, do whatever, get into all that preparation, put it on, go out into this really scary storm with you, just like you said. I will follow you to the end of the earth. I'll enjoy every moment, you know, every single experience, whatever it is, the good, the bad, and the whatever it is, it's all there, and we're going to enjoy it together.
And for a girl to be in her best dress, let me tell you, Bruce, if she's in her best dress, it means she's got makeup on too, right? And to dance in the storm and allow that mascara to run down her face.
Every part of it is,
and just be enjoy with the other person, having no care whatsoever about what I look like, getting wet, you know, my hair frizzing or whatever. That, to me, is fearless. That is a beautiful description of surrender and being fearless.
And so baby, drive slow till we run out of road in this one-horse town. I want to stay right here in this passenger seat.
Yes, a one-horse town.
I love that phrase.
I do too. It means she comes from a small place.
Yeah.
She's just a little country girl.
And simple world out there that it is. It's such a simple world. It's not that complicated.
Coming from simplicity, it's like, I know this road is short because this town is small. And I want to be with you.
Yes.
I want as much time as I can have with
moment.
you in this moment of falling in love, of being fearless, of surrendering, of letting go. So drive slow. If we could do that in life, all of us, especially now with all the beauty. I mean, I just heard on the way up here about the aurora borealis and the aurora something else. I can't remember the other name. They called it two different things. These solar flares, what they're causing is so much beauty. And how many people, a lot of people may not have been able to see it with their physical eyes, but I'm sure they've seen pictures and stuff online. There is still that aspect of the energy that brought in, the beauty that it brought to earth.
Yes.
And everyone on earth being able to witness that beauty.
Absolutely.
That is, it's like bringing us all together again.
Yes.
In this beautiful moment of stillness.
Yes.
and just observing. And that's what I know, if we could take the time, slow down, and stay right where we are in that moment of falling in love with all that is around us, falling in love with ourselves, falling in love with the person beside us, it could be the most beautiful experience.
Timeless.
Especially, you put your eyes on me in this moment. Now capture it.
Yes.
Remember it.
Yes. Yes.
I want to go to that aspect of who we are.
Yes.
When, for me, the eyes are windows to the soul.
Yes. Yes.
And when you can look at one another in love,
Yes.
there is a feeling that comes over the entire body that capture it, remember it.
Yes.
This is who you really are.
Yes.
You come from love. You are love.
Yes.
You're here to be love.
Yes. And just remember it.
Remember it.
And just keep it, know it. Yeah. Don't let it go. I agree. And I love the fact that they keep going back to the chorus, because it just keeps reiterating I don't know how it gets better than this. Because, you take my hand and drag me head first. It really captures that feeling of being fearless and being able to surrender, being able to just really appreciate and enjoy the moment. And I love how then, well, you stood there with me in the doorway, my hands shake. I'm not usually this way, but you pull me in, and I'm a little more brave. And it's this moment there where it's describing in great detail. It's almost like we're reading a book, that somebody wrote, and they're describing how this moment is going, and you just feel it. You can see it and feel it and sense it. And standing at the doorway, the hand shaking. I'm not usually this nervous, but you pull me in, and I'm a little more brave. And then the first kiss. It's flawless. Really something. And it just is this...
It's fearless.
And it's beautiful.
I love that.
It's just so beautiful, because it's just such a moment in the present time. So present in that moment.
Oh, yes. You're right, Bruce. Yeah, this particular line really does have a beautiful definition and exemplify what being in the moment is. You stood there with me in the doorway.
Yeah.
That was just one moment.
Yeah.
I realize my hands are shaking.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm not usually this way. It's like, oh, what's going on? You pull me in, and I'm a little more brave. To me, that is the most beautiful thing in how we can be with one another.
Yes.
When we witness someone hurting or shaking or upset, scared, anxious, whatever.
Absolutely.
We have that capability of making them a little more brave.
And a little bit more at ease, or feeling a little more love feeling in them. We can give them some comfort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit of a mutual surrender.
Yes.
Because for two people to dance, I feel like you need to have a bit of a 50-50 relationship. Obviously, one side is going to start leading at some point or another, but I don't think it would be accurate to say only one person gets to lead in any dance.
It's a co-creation.
It is a co-creation, and so I believe that with that, it comes in here, we have, you pull me in and I'm a little more brave, because it isn't just that I'm going to allow you to kiss me. it is also that I am going to reciprocate. I'm also going to take advantage of this moment and be with you in this moment together. And so I love that. And I love
I'm going to surrender to you.
Yes, and I love how that fearlessness, when we were talking about the Tina Turner song, I love how, in a way, you know, when you think about the lyrics of that Tina Turner song related to this one, it's a lot more linear, a lot more logical, a lot more intellectual in a way of thinking of the emotion of love. And then here we have all these beautiful instances that are beautiful memories that are like, I got to admit, it's almost like I'm sitting with my grandparents listening to them talk about how they first met. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, that feeling, it just feels so good. And
the
I love
honeymoon
that.
effect.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that first moment, for me, it's a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
And here, I believe Taylor Swift is giving us a gift in this song by saying, be fearless.
Yes.
Be fearless. Be brave. Go head first.
Yes.
And slow down. Capture every moment.
Yes.
Because there is love all around.
All around. There's
all
magic in the
around.
air, yeah.
And when you're with someone and feeling this, go for it.
Yes.
Because that first kiss, it's flawless.
Oh, it's flawless.
It's really something.
I'll never forget it.
It's fearless. It's surrendering, allowing, not being afraid of anything.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I know. I love it, love it, love it.
Too.
Oh, this was a beautiful song. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Anna Marie.
Thank you, Anna Marie. Yes, and if you all would like to hear your request, please send them to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Send it to us at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. And you can also send it to Ryan here at WQEE 99.1 FM at 99classicrock@gmail.com. That's 99classicrock@gmail.com.
Thank you all so much for being here now.
Yes. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.